Unplug the PC real quick. Maybe that power cord got removed farther. I don't know. My PC's not plugged in. What did you guys do? I'm so confused.
Hey, what's up everyone? Danny here. If you've been watching my channel for a while, then you know that one of my favorite things in the world to do is to throw LAN parties with some of my closest friends. Everyone in our LAN group has known each other for a really long time. Some of these people I've known for coming up on like 20 years now, actually. We're a really tight-knit group that has a lot of history. Within our group, there's our friend Casey. He's super laid back, easygoing, he's always up for whatever stupid shenanigans we plan. He never complains about anything, he's just an overall really nice and super chill dude. His PC is by far the oldest and dated system out of our entire group, and it's been giving him problems for a while now. The thing is, Casey never makes a big deal out of it. I don't think I've ever heard him once complain about his computer. He just kind of deals with it in his own ways, whether it be by turning down the settings for certain games that he plays, switching his power mode from like balance to power saving, or just flat out avoiding games that make his system crash.
I don't play on high settings, no, not for sure. And I still play on power saving mode for that. So I even run at like...
Wait, why do you play on power saving mode?
Because if I don't, some games shut my computer down.
Oh, so your computer still does the crashing thing?
Yeah.
You just always just keep this window open so that you can switch power modes?
Yeah. And if I'm going to play something, I'll switch it to balance.
But then why do you keep it when you're not playing anything on power saver? Shouldn't it be fine on balance?
Sometimes my computer will just get loud when it's unbalanced, even if I'm not doing anything.
Oh, okay.
For no reason.
I've been meaning to take a look at his computer and try to diagnose it for the last couple of LAN parties, but it never actually happened because we always get distracted by one thing or another, and the downtime from it would just be kind of too long. So I came up with a different solution instead. How about if I just upgraded him to a completely new computer? That way, everything is kind of like a fresh start for him. And also, what if I did it without telling him, and then I switched his computer on him? How long would it take for him to find out? Let's see. I don't even remember the last time he upgraded his computer. I messaged him and I told him, hey, I need your specs because I want to put in the LAN party video, but that's not the real reason I wanted it. I wanted to know what his specs were because I wanted to make sure the parts that I was getting him was at least a decent upgrade. So he messaged me back and he said he has an AMD FX 6300, which is getting pretty old by this point. He has 8 gigabytes of RAM in it, and his graphics card, he didn't know exactly which one it was, but he just read it off of probably the device manager, which told him it was a HD 7800 series. So it's either a 7850 or a 7870. So what we're gonna do is upgrade his computer with what I have here. So I'm gonna go over the parts real quick. We're gonna start off with this Ryzen 3 1200. Now it's gonna be on the AM4 platform. He's gonna have a really good upgrade path for a long time to come because paired with our Ryzen 3 1200, I have this motherboard that I got from Amazon. It was an Amazon warehouse, which means it's an open box deal. But I got him a B450 M motherboard, so he should be able to upgrade to at least the Ryzen 3000 series if he decides he wants to down the road. He currently has 8 gigabytes of DDR3 right now, so he's going to be getting an upgrade to 16 gigabytes of this HyperX Fury. We're going to upgrade him to this GTX 1060 that I got from B-Stock a while ago. This should be a huge upgrade for him. He doesn't really need storage. I think his drives are fine, but because I want the computer to be ready with an operating system when I get there, I'm going to be giving him a 120 gigabyte Team Group drive. It's going to be fresh and nice and snappy for him, and then he can move his other drives over to get his Steam games and all of that. For the power supply, we have a CX600. I think his might be fine, but again, I want the build to be complete and ready to go once I get to the LAN party. I don't want to have to like switch things out from his computer. I want this to be a standalone, complete thing once I get there. And then for the case, I got this on Amazon as well. This is the Aerocool Cylon RGB mid-tower. I didn't have any cases on hand, so I got one of these on Amazon. This came within 1 day, which is perfect because the LAN party is tomorrow. I didn't have time to like wait for Newegg forever to like ship something out, and I didn't have anything on hand that was kind of nice. It's a mid-tower, but it's not that big, as you can see from the sides right here. So I tend to like the smaller cases. easier to transport, especially for things like these LAN party. And it has the RGB strip in the front, and it should be plenty sufficient for all these parts. It doesn't have a mesh front panel, but I think that's fine. The way it gets ventilation is I think through the bottom. So yeah, let's get to building this PC, and then I gotta basically run it all night to make sure there's no problems before I take it down. But yeah, let's get to building. Come on, please have the IO shield. No shield? You gotta be kidding me. No shield. Oh man. I'm gonna see if I can get a partial refund later, but I'm just gonna get this build done right now. Sorry Casey, you don't get an IO shield apparently, because Amazon failed to mention that it was missing parts in the description. And there we have it. The build is done. I'll let him peel the plastic. Let's get windows on it and then run some kind of Unigen benchmark, whichever one, all night to make sure there's no issues. Time for the moment of truth. Let's see if this thing turns on. What? Is that the power button? No, it's the LE button. Whoops, this is the power button. We can change the front to whatever colors we want. And then we got the spectrum effect. I think that looks pretty good. Alright, so Heaven is gonna run all night. Hopefully when I wake up, it still is running and there's no problems, because if there's problems with this PC, I'm not gonna have time to fix it before the LAN. So I'm hoping everything works. And here it is, still running, yes. All right, I'm gonna shut this down and then get ready to pack it up. So it's Saturday morning of LAN. Casey is asleep right now. So I'm gonna check out his computer, try to figure out what his desktop is. So my plan was to come over to Casey's computer, get his desktop wallpaper, as well as a snapshot of all his apps and stuff, so that I can put on the new one. But I can't get in. He has a pin. So I think I might just switch the hard drives and then boot into that, and then hide the computer down here. I gotta do this quick because I don't know when he's gonna wake up. Uh, 2017, 2018.
That's modern.
It looks definitely more modern. So I got it to log in to his SSD. So his computer is still in the same spot. I just gotta hide that back one, put it on my side.
Possibly. Maybe the other way. Like if you're walking in, it doesn't stand out as much.
They cover the LED.
Yeah.
Casey's on the computer right now. He does not realize that I've switched his because there's like no issues with his old Windows install with the new motherboards and drivers and stuff. It's working. Windows automatically updated him to some version of NVIDIA's drivers. So I'm not sure when he's gonna realize that he has better specs in his system.
Warcraft custom games? No, I do. Margarita. Oh, you're the two.
Lag.
I can't shoot my gun!
Danny has host
Host privilege!
Wait, I have host advantage? No.
I don't think that's a thing.
It might be since I have the server.
Yeah,
Like I'm.
1 second.
Yeah, that's weird. It's fun, but yeah.
My computer. None of my lights are on my computer. That's so weird.
None of your lights are on?
Yeah, none of my lights are on my PC. Not even like the light that says it's supposed to be on, like the red light for power on my thing, or the purple fan I have.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna unplug my PC real quick. Maybe my power cord got removed. I don't know. My PC's not plugged in. What did you guys do? I'm so confused. Well, stressing out, like what's going on? What the fuck?
What's your stuff connected to?
HDMI cables connected to PC?
What am I connected to? Is that Danny? Is that your thing?
What? That's not my computer.
Or is that Danny's?
No,
'Cause that's yours. That's Jan's.
But you-
Who's messing with me?
but your account was just logged on, was
Yeah,
it?
no, I was just logged on. Yeah.
Yeah. So turn it back on.
I can't
Oh,
because I shut it down.
Okay.
What is going? Why are you?
That's your new PC.
I cannot accept it. I cannot, dude.
That's an upgraded PC for you now, so that you don't have problems booting up and random shutdowns and all that stuff. Let's remove this.
I'm all freaking out. That's like my lifeline right now because I don't.
Well, now your lifeline is a much better PC. So.
What, Danny? I'm trying really hard not to cry. Just because I'm probably red.
You got RGB. You got RGB.
It's very nice.
This is an upgraded system that should last you for a while, and it will be upgradable.
Is that the real reason why you were asking me what my specs were?
That was the real reason.
That's why I was confused when I asked Danny if he asked him about his specs and he said no. And I was like, maybe he already has all your specs for your stuff.
No, I wanted to make sure
Terrible, dude.
that the upgrade you were getting was at least a decent enough upgrade.
It doesn't matter what you have done, it's all amazing. One of the games I could definitely play, I guess, now is Tales of Berseria.
Oh, was that?
Because I couldn't play that because it would shut down all the time.
Really?
Yeah. Also, I could play Nier.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't play it. I think those are the only two games for sure I could not play. Thank you, Danny. Like, I really don't know what to say.
Don't worry.
That was like battery